Today, I'll be telling you all the best tips, tricks, and most importantly, the secrets on how to rank up the fastest in Apex Legends Mobile. We aren't messing around today, so let's go ahead and hop into the first and most important tip, team composition and chemistry. Now, in order for you all to find long-term and consistent success, it is crucial that you find a team that you're comfortable playing with and also a team that you find success with. Apex Legends is a game based around team fighting, and it's much more difficult to 1v2 or 1v3 your opponents, so it is important that you find teammates that you can consistently play with in order to rank up with in Apex Mobile. This might seem like a daunting task considering the game is brand new, the community is just forming, but don't worry, I've set up a brand new channel in my Discord server for anyone looking for new teammates for rank. So if that is one of you, you can head down to the link in the description, join the Discord, head to the Discord channel, and then there you guys can find some other people looking for teammates for ranked. This way you don't have to randomly queue up with people who might back out of the game, who might not even drop with you. But the real benefit of having a consistent squad to play with is you get to learn each other's play styles, strengths, weaknesses, and overall it's just a more enjoyable experience to game with people you enjoy being around. You don't have to have just one set squad of players that you only play with, but is having a good solid group of people to consistently play Apex ranked with will really increase your chances of ranking up super fast and of course hitting that Apex Predator. Now, I also mentioned team composition, and if you're coming from a game like Fortnite or another battle royale, Call of Duty Warzone, where there isn't necessarily a defined role within a team, you might be unfamiliar with team composition, but in Apex Legends it plays an absolutely huge role in deciding the success of your team. Now, the reason this is such a big aspect is because you don't want to have an unbalanced team composition, or else immediately out of the gate, before you even drop into the game, you're going to be putting your team and yourself at a huge disadvantage. It's helpful to know which character you prefer to play, or that's more commonly referred to as main, so that when you're looking for teammates, you can easily find a role within that squad. Personally, I've been playing as many characters as I can. I'm pretty new to Apex, so I've basically just played all the available characters. And I've really enjoyed playing as Bloodhound and Wraith. So those are my two main characters right now, are Bloodhound and Wraith. So if I were looking for a squad, I'd be like, yo gamers, I'm a Bloodhound and Wraith main. And if anyone was looking for those characters to join the squad, then I would, hop in, we'd get some games, and we would see how it would go. Now, going back to compositions, an example of a balanced composition in Apex Legends Mobile right now would be Bloodhound, Octane, and Gibraltar. Bloodhound offers scanning, Octane provides fast movement and rotations, and Gibraltar is the team's defensive core. For this composition, you could also replace Octane with Wraith, because Wraith is also a pretty movement-oriented character. And at level 25, you unlock Caustic, and you can replace Gibraltar with Caustic if you want to. Team compositions are another entire separate aspect of Apex Legends that I will probably be making a follow-up video on, and I would really love to dive deeper in this video. But that's just a quick example of a balanced team composition and why it's so important and crucial that every character on the team has its own defined role, and you don't have characters overlapping each other and overpowering one aspect like offense and not having enough tank or heals on a team. Because long term, and especially in the really high and really skillful ranks of ranked, it's going to get really tough if you don't have an overall balanced team composition. Now, the next tip is optional, and it's a quick one, but it's mainly for those who are newer to the game like myself and might not be too comfortable or familiar with the weapons that are in the game. And if you're looking to get quick experience with all of the weapons, then I recommend heading to the multiplayer section. Here you can play the 5v5 TDM game mode, where you're able to just choose from every single weapon in the game. This allows you to get a ton of really fast-paced action with all the weapons, all the secondaries, ARs, SMGs, snipers, so that way you can just really quickly familiarize yourself with all the weapons in Apex Legends Mobile. Now, this is where I'm breaking out numbers, I'm whipping out the math, and I'm going to be breaking down the Apex Legends ranked system. Now, on screen is the point breakdown and the point system for Apex Legends Ranked. It's a bit confusing. The way they have this laid out is kind of hard to understand at first, but as a quick summary, and I will go into detail on everything you see here in a moment, you can get a maximum of 125 points for winning a game. You can also get points awarded for each kill, but the amount of points that you can get per kill can vary. So I'll explain just a bit more later on, but let's just assume 10 points per kill on average. And for a game like Fortnite, in which I used to play a lot, it was possible back then to, you could play a game, get 0 kills, just farm placement points and rank up a lot. And in Apex Mobile, you could use this strategy, but Apex has actually done something really smart, something that I really like, and they have added a very clever system to incentivize getting kills and placements at the same time, so that in order to maximize the amount of points that you can get in a single game, you need to try to aim for both getting a win and as many kills at the same time. Now, I know this is probably explanatory. You just told me in a battle royale to rank up quickly, I need to go for the win and for kills. I know, let me explain myself. So looking at the chart again, you will see under the placement points is also a section where it's bonus points awarded per kill. Once your squad gets top 10, you instantly get 1 bonus point for each kill that you get that game. So for example, let's say I get 5 kills in the game, my squad gets top 10. I would typically only get 50 points, but because we got top 10, each kill it gets 1 extra point added to it, so my 50 points for the kills are now worth 55. But as you can see, the higher up you place in the placements, the more bonus points you get for each of your kills. So if I were to place top 5, my 5 kills and a placing of top 5 in the leaderboard, those 50 points for the kills would now get an additional 25 points of bonus, so they'd be worth 75 points. So as you see, the higher your squad places and the more kills you get, you quickly exponentially increase the amount of points you can earn in a single game of Apex Ranked. Where in traditional battle royales, or at least battle royales that I've played, it's a pretty linear scale of you just kind of climb the point system throughout the game. If I got 5 kills, 10 kills, 20 kills, you just kind of climb. Where Apex, it seems to have a sort of progressive exponential system to where you could perform pretty well and only get top 10 and be about here, but if you do, you get the win and 5 kills, you could be all the way up here. So it's a pretty quick exponential increase in points, and that's why winning and getting kills is so important. However, with all this being said, there is a cap on the amount of points you can earn in a game from kills, and that number is set at 125 points from kills in a single game, meaning you can earn a maximum of 250 RP or ranked points in one game of Apex Mobile. So let's take a scenario where you have 5 kills and you get a win. The 5 kills will be worth 50 points, but each kill that you get is also awarded 15 extra bonus points, which totals to 75. So you get 50 points for the base kills, 75 points for the bonus, so that's 125 points for the kills, 125 points for the wins. That's 250 points for getting 5 kills in the win. But let's take this scenario where you get 5 kills and you get 10th place. Based off of that, you get 50 points for the kills. You are only going to be getting an extra 5 points awarded for the kills, bring you up to 55. And then for top 10, you only get 10 placement points, meaning you get 65 RP compared to getting 250 RP if you were to just win the game. So your team will need to find a blend of being passive and aggressive in order to maximize the amount of points you can earn in Apex Ranked. Alrighty, something to note is that I just got done playing a bit of Apex Legends Mobile, and it seems like their scoring and ranked system operates a little bit differently than the PC and console system. It's all very, very similar, but the guaranteed 125 points for a win is not actually the case, as based on the difficulty of your lobby, you can actually get less points for placement based on your win, and same thing goes for the kills. So it seems like if you're in a difficult lobby, you'll be getting more points than usual, but if you're in a easy lobby, you'll be getting less points. So just say about on average, if you get 5 kills and a win, you can get anywhere from 100 to 150 points as a general baseline. So the most optimal strategy in order to rank up the fastest in Apex Legends Mobile is to always play play for the win, because even if you happen to lose and you get top 5 or you get top 3, you'll still be maximizing the bonus points for the kills, and you'll be an Apex Predator in no time. Now that you've mastered the Apex Legends point system, it's time for you all to master a drop spot on the map, as this will give you a massive advantage over anyone who tries to contest you off spawn. Early on in ranked, losing a fight off spawn won't matter too much, as the cost of entry to each game is so little you'll hardly be set back. But once you reach the higher ranks, dying off spawn and losing 30 to 40 points per game will make it tremendously hard to continue to push through the ranks. And this is why it's crucial that you and your squad have at least 1 to 2 spots on the map that you're very comfortable. You basically need to know this spot like it's the back of your hand, preferably spots that you land at every single match, so that this way, if another team happens to land on you, you'll already know where the loot spawns are, you'll already know the best angles to take, and hopefully you can walk out alive and with a few kills to start off the match. If you're looking for some good drop spots to start off Apex Ranked, I would just recommend taking a look at the map on screen right now and just looking at the edge of the map. Typically for me, I have found great success playing on the edge of the maps for basically all of my battle royales. For context, I've won about $10,000 back in Fortnite Mobile. I used to be a competitive Fortnite Mobile player to some degree, and literally every single one of my competitive drop spots was on the edge of the map, and I always found a ton of success because usually there's hardly anyone contesting you. You can get really good loot off spawn, and when you're rotating into the first, into the second zones, you're not met with too much resistance, and you really only have to worry about fighting later on in the third and the fourth zones. So if I were you guys and you're looking for a drop spot, don't look in the middle of the map. Try to look to the outsides of the map, as typically that's where it's a little bit easier. So those are all the tips I have for you right now at the start of Apex Legends. Hopefully I'll be releasing a little bit more of a refined tutorial once I get sooner to Apex Predator, as I will be pushing personally for Apex Predator in this beta. But I know a lot of you don't even really have experience playing ranked, and I didn't want to get into a ton of specifics in this video without being able to back them up with proof. But as someone with thousands of dollars in competitive earnings playing battle royales competitively, I sort of know what I'm talking about when it comes to just competitive battle royales and understanding how they work. So I hope this information has helped you. Once again, join the Discord down below if you're looking for some teammates, and also head over to my Twitch if you want to watch me grind to Apex Predator right now as I'm live on stream.